couple days ago, I put a poll on the AO4 subreddit asking what your favorite hero weapon was. And I'm here to argue that the one that was voted the worst is actually the best. Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Age of Wonders 4 Strategy and Tactics Quick Tip. So today we're going to talk about the starting equipment on your leader and what is the best. As shown in the beginning of the pre-intro here, a majority of people thought that the two-hander was the best, and the two-hander absolutely has lots and lots of merits. It's even better if you are the feudal or the dark culture because it becomes a lance, which means you get to have a mount with it in addition. I'll go over some of the benefits of the lance as well as the other two-handers, but I don't think that is the best starting weapon. Some of the others that were popular, the orb, giving your hero a magic attack, along with magecraft to boost their accuracy and ignore statuses, and you get a mount with it. Next popular was the sword and shield, basic melee attack, plus added defenses, plus a mount, plus vigor for extra hit points. Not too shabby. Bow, giving you some ranged damage here. You do have the bow's pretty versatile in that it actually does more damage than the orb, but it's physical damage, which is more commonly resisted. But you also have a backup quick stab in case you get stuck in melee. Plus you still get your mount, plus you still get your archery, which gives not only an accuracy bonus, but a damage bonus too. And then in last place, there is the staff. Let's talk about the staff, my friends, because most of you thought that this thing was weak sauce, and to an extent it is. So you get the staff, which does a singleton magic blast. The element varies depending on your culture, but I wouldn't call one flavor of magic staff better than the other, so it's not really a culture-dependent thing. They do have little side effects that can happen. Staff of Frost and having a small chance of inflicting frozen is nice, but not really something you want to hang your hat on. You don't want to center your strategy on something that happens 30% of the time here. You do have the backup quick stab, like with the bow, but again, you only get one attack with this thing. So even if you are in a perfect place and you have all 3 dots of your actions left, you're only going to get one shot off with this thing. Now, you do get one other thing, Restore, which is probably the weakest, wimpiest form of healing spell or skill in the game. A 10 hit point heal plus regeneration. I mean, yeah, the negative status effects removed is a nice thing, but this isn't really going to do much, especially once you get later on in the game. However, I still maintain that the staff, regardless of the flavor of staff, is the strongest pick. Allow me to elaborate. When you level up, you have a chance to give yourself skills in one of several different categories: warfare, battle magic, and support. Now, depending on what weapon you choose, you will already have one skill in one of these categories. When you take 2 novice level skills, that opens up more advanced level skills within that particular category. The staff is the only starting unit that gives you a starter skill in the support category. Now, the first 2 skill levels in support is pretty weak. You do not have a lot of good things to start with. Maybe experienced leader, maybe vigor. True Sight's kind of situational, and certainly not in the early game. So your first level up is going to be kind of meh for the support. So it still may seem like, oh well, yep, there's the weakness of the staff. You know, got to take another weak skill for your first level up if you want to unlock stuff. But after this, things get a lot better. Once your hero reaches level 3, you now have access to the higher tier support skills. And I would argue that of the 3 categories, support is the strongest when you get it at the higher category. By starting their first level skill in support, you can get to access to the higher tier upgrades 1 level sooner, which ultimately means that it is much better for your army as a whole. Things like strength training, a plus 10% damage non-conditional across the board, Defensive training, defense resist to everyone. They don't even need to stand next to each other. Inspiring leader, minus 20% upkeep, like so many good things. And once you get 2 more of the adept levels, you get even higher tier stuff. The endurance training, the precision training, and of course the golden crown spur to action. The sooner you start down the support tree, the sooner you get access to these much better skills. Not to mention, it's really annoying that, like, say you start with an orb, and then halfway through you pick up a really good tier 3 bow, and you've been boosting yourself up in the magic area, and now suddenly you have to make a choice. Do I ignore this great weapon, or do I ignore all the level ups I've gotten? With support, you can, if you find a better weapon, you can ditch the staff. Like, oh hey, let's see, Whirlwind Blade, Crusader's Claymore. Let's get Crusader's Claymore. I don't need the staff anymore. I already got what I need from the staff. I got my 1 tier skill. So even if you think the staff sucks, which it does kind of suck, you're not stuck with the staff. You're just catapulting yourself into a much stronger leader sooner. And that, my friends, is why I think starting your leader with the staff is the strongest pick you can make. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. This has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!